little bit different tonight. Hey, girls. Oh yeah, is the audio gonna record okay? Usually I have my little microphone. Well, yeah, we'll see. A little different tonight. September 11th, 2024. We got a beard going on tonight. It has been a brutal week. Brutal. Well, don't leave us hanging, Dad. I know. I'm getting it. Whoa, the color changed. Oh, it's because of the TV. Remember I told you about the wing? You know, they were saying I'd hit the wing on landing. I didn't think I did. I really... Yeah, sure did. It's not that bad. It's minor, but they do this whole investigation thing, and they put watch the movie Sully. Great movie. You can kind of see what goes on when any time an airplane gets injured. They do all kinds of investigations, and the pilot gets put on leave. Administrative leave. That's what I'm on. And it's going to be fine, but I'm just super bummed that I let that happen. And just kind of a ego check, I guess. Not really. I mean, I'm always open to making mistakes, but I was certain. We walked out to that airplane after the landing. We walked out to that wing, and I looked at that wing, and I didn't see anything. And I asked the first officer, "Do you see anything?" And there was a ground crew guy, and I said, "Yeah, hey, do you see anything?" And none of us saw anything for 4 days. Nobody saw anything. It was minor. It's just a scratch. Literally, it's a scratch. But it touched the ground, and that's not good. It's not terrible, but it's not good. So I've been sitting around just kind of not moping. I've been getting a lot done. Worked on your painting on the wall. The inversion table is there right now, but my back's been hurting, probably because of stress. But I've been stretching on the stability ball and inverting, but went over and inverted, and I got, if you can see over there, hanging from the pull-up bar, my little traction machine that I do. When I saw you girls, the last time I saw you, I was right on the verge of having to have surgery on my back because I'd injured it so badly, and ended up fixing it myself. I was really proud of that. I ended up getting steroids. Oh, which, by the way, so the kind of steroids I got are the kind that are anti-inflammatory. They make swelling go down. But I had I had a compliment at the gym. I didn't know how to take it. It was interesting though. I had somebody come up to me and go, "Hey man, you on gear?" And gear is a slang term for steroids, like, you know, what bodybuilders take. I was like, no, not on gear. Oh, yeah, you're pretty jacked, dude. Like, well, thank you. Yes, it was really flattering. It's interesting that people assume that. You just do some hard work and eat right, don't drink. All that stuff. All the stuff they tell you. It works. It really does. It works. All the cliched stuff. But Anyway, so got your a little more of your painting done. That's always fun. Right now I'm working on the happy little trees down there. You can't see them, but the happy little trees and the white mist down there is what I'm working on now. A few more trees, some mist. Watching a lot of Bob Ross, learning that. So remember how we used to watch that? Oh, so soothing. When you watch Bob Ross, I've watched every one now, every single one of them. So yeah, I did that. I'll take you around the house. Watching some fighter pilot podcast. It's always fun. Been trying to figure this thing out. I don't know if you girls will be able to figure this one out. It's still going to be there, I would imagine, when you take over the house. But that damn thing, I can't figure it out. It's supposed to be the audio system for these speakers up here. But let's see here. Here's my bodybuilding secret. Creatine. Good stuff. Take that all the time. I've been cooking. Made some dried pineapple. Been drying food. Doing some jerky right now. How's the jerky doing? It's doing all right. Okay, I got the paints out. Doing that. I was shooting my bow. Muffin, I was telling somebody just yesterday about how you used to shoot your bow in high heels. And that was the cutest damn thing. I can't talk too much about it. When I talk about it, it hurts. It's painful. But yeah, there's my traction device. When I have guests, I have to take that down because people get the very wrong impression about what that is. Pull-up bar, traction machine, okay? No, not machine, but just, you put this around your waist. And you just hang in it. But my little plants are growing really good. Had to do some clipping. This little guy here, that's Grace, and that's Amy. But Grace needed some clipping because she fell out of her pot, and a little catastrophe happened. But Amy, there's your box with all your shirts, and yeah, the models. I always like to give them a little stand to go onto, but so that's the one with the Grim Reapers. And that's the one with the gunfighters. You guys have no idea what I'm talking about, I know. It's my Learjet that I flew. The famed helmet. And then, of course, the ship I took Mom out on, Constellation. I'm making the big one right now. This one was just practice. So the big one's going to be big enough to fill up this whole thing. And yeah, the same day, you know, it's funny. The same day I got told about the wing touching the ground, I'm talking to my boss, and he hands me this. And a little plaque in recognition of 5 years of service. I was like, he's like, yeah, here you go. Thank you, and you're on leave. It was kind of awkward. A little weird. I was doing some VR stuff earlier. I always think about you guys a lot. It's tough. I get in there, and it's tough to actually play because I get in there and I want you guys to be with me. You know, I do these podcasts, and it's funny, I try to condense everything I think of throughout the day, throughout the week, into 1 hour or 30 minutes or 45 minutes, whatever it is. But like, for example, I don't know if you'll be able to see it. I'll off in the distance. Way off in the distance. Can you see it? The star? The star on the side of the hill out there. I saw that tonight driving. And, it hurts. It's great memories, but it hurts. Got the aircraft carrier light up there. Oh yeah, I mounted this thing. Take you up and show you, give you a little tour around the house. But it's the lighted aircraft carrier that I did. That's what you see at night when you're landing on an aircraft carrier. You got your landing area lights. And then that green thing over there is called the meatball. And you center up the little yellow light with the green lights, and that's how you know you're coming in on the right angle. The model room, I finally put a TV in here. I spend a lot of time in here. But these are all the parts. Let me turn this off. These are all the parts to the big aircraft carrier. And you saw the little one. This is the big one. And so I'm doing the hangar bay right now. I have to make all these walls because they don't make them for you. So yeah, add the little doors and whatnot on there. All the piping. All that stuff to make it look fancy. Got this one over here. Made a little balcony. I don't know why, but I made a little balcony on that one. Can you see that? Kind of. But that's the big one. She's huge. And so working on that, the instructions, and all these little metal parts of the pain in the butt, but the fun part. So, got that going on. This was how I'd set up one of your rooms. But the other bedrooms are downstairs. So, anyway, I think I showed you the podcast room. I never used it. This just became like another room. I never felt comfortable doing podcasts in here. I spent a lot of effort making this room and had the lights and everything all set. Check it out. Turn those on. It's supposed to give ambiance to the room. See? Check it out. Pretty cool, right? I don't think I was actually going to do green. Something like that. Maybe I'll do it again. I did a couple podcasts during the rough times. I did it in here and decided against it. Yeah, those lights are supposed to be actually purple, but can I actually change them? I don't know. Let's see. Blue? Nope. Nah, it doesn't work. I don't know. Purple? Why doesn't it work? I have been dealing with massive allergies. I don't know. And you gotta get the, oh, that's what it is. You gotta get it from down here. There we go. Yeah, that actually changes colors. But I don't think that's the right one. No? It's not doing the right colors. That's interesting. Oh, red's kind of cool. Yeah, whatever. Anyway, I have been just wasting time is what I've been doing. Oh, there I am. Colored lights. I found them more soothing. I always wondered, like, why do people have big, bright, white lights? Like, even my office. If I take this, much more soothing, right? Colored lights, I tell you. So, today's the 11th. I was just thinking about you, sitting here. It's where I spend most of my time. That's my spot right there. So, maybe I'll finish up tomorrow. But an ego check. Kind of the theme of this week. I don't think I had too much of an ego. I hope not, anyway. Think about that. But what ended up happening was, we're coming into land. And I knew the guy was nervous. I knew he was. He was nervous. And I wanted to build his confidence. I wanted to show him, hey, you can do this. You're capable of it. And he is. Because even after we had that landing, it was a pretty awful landing, but I took him. That was day 1. And over, day 2, 3, and 4, built his confidence back up. But I trusted him a little too much, or I let my guard down, however you want to look at it. And what it was is, I don't put my hands on the controls when they're flying. Only one person is flying that airplane at any given time. So I had my hands ready to take the landing. But they weren't on the controls. They were close. And we got in, like 100 feet above the ground, 10 feet. You get a call, 100, 50, 30, 20, 10. And I remember it was right around the 20-foot call. I remember that one. At the 100-foot call, I remember he stopped breathing. I could hear him breathing, got the little microphone. And I'm talking him down. I know I talked about this before, but he just stopped breathing. And I went, okay, all right, keep working it, you're good, hold it. And all of a sudden, he got like a 20-foot call, and he went wham, all the way to the right. And boy, did it drive that gear right into the ground, the right landing gear. And I was certain, I'd saved it in time. And I did. I mean, it would have been worse had I not actually taken control and made us go around. But I let my guard down just a little bit. Maybe a little bit too much. Don't let your guard down. I was feeling pretty confident. So a lot of things there. Overconfidence maybe, but it's not overconfidence with me. I'm confident in them that they can do it. I have a little screw up every now and then. It happens. Learn from it. Keep on going. All right. Well, it's 11:30 at night. I'll probably call it quits. I'll see you in a minute. But I think I'm going to bed. All right. And cut to me. And here I am. The next day, now September 12th. Slept okay. Slept pretty good, but would have enjoyed sleeping more. I've been nesting like crazy. When you guys were little and it was just the three of us in Florida, the nesting was insane. If you don't know what nesting is, it's what people do, kind of mostly women, when they're fixing up the house, moving things, doing random stuff, building their nest. So I cleaned like crazy. When I woke up, dyed my beard. Figured if I'm gonna have a beard, I can't look old. Or maybe I still look old, but at least I look better. But yeah, so whatever the cause was, I'm now in limbo for a little while. And it's fine. I'll go back to flying here in the not too distant future. But that's kind of all I got. I am going on a trip because I decided I needed to take a trip. I'm not going to say where, but it's somewhere very sentimental for me and for you guys. It's special to us. So I'm going to go take a trip for a few days. Get out of town. But yeah, so I've just been passing the time. I was thinking more about that guy who accused me, I keep saying that. He asked me if I was on steroids. And it's this weird, called a dichotomy. I'm kind of offended, but I'm kind of flattered. I mean, I'm not that big, but it's weird how compliments can do that to us. So, anyway, that is where I'm at. Nesting, doing random stuff, painting. Excuse me. There's really not too much to report, but I'm sitting here just thinking about you guys, and I can't stop because the only time I stop is when I'm working. Oh! I came across it. Let's see here. Muffin is one of my favorite videos of all time. Oh, God, that was fun. I would sit out there with you for I don't know how long, teaching you how to shoot that thing. So you can get the bad guys. That's what you said. I mean, it's pretty good. And of course, the little pumps. I actually remember the day I bought those pumps for you on Amazon. I remember it very well. Whammo. Oh, God. Okay. They're all sorted by month. You and Mom at Walter's 303, we were getting pizza. And then you had been putting on lipstick, Muffin. That's why you got your mouth is a little bit more red, but you'd been putting on lipstick, and you ended up falling asleep, and I just thought it was the cutest damn thing, so I took the picture. And then, of course, the two of you. Grace, you look like you got into a fight, missing teeth. You look like a cage fighter, and Muffin, of course, in some fancy shoes. You love your shoes. All right, that's about all I can take. I can't look at the pictures too much. I'll get sad. But that shooting the bow, phenomenal work. Nice job, Muffin. Keep it up. Now, you were pretty good at it, so keep it up. Yeah, it's just, it really is just like this big blow to my ego. I've never damaged an airplane before, ever. 22 years of flying, 23 years of flying. Never damaged an airplane. And technically I still didn't, but my FO, first officer, did, and I'm responsible for him, so I got to take the hit. There's a lot of people out there who say, it wasn't my fault, I wasn't doing anything. No, you're responsible for it. It's the worst thing you can say. It's the worst thing you can say ever. I didn't do anything wrong. The moment you say that, bad things happen. Bad things. Look at what you did. Now, maybe you didn't do anything wrong, but there are things you could have done better. Always. As you get older, like when, not as a kid. It's up to us to teach you. It's like my first officer. He could have done better, and he did do better. But never make that statement of I didn't do anything wrong. The most miserable people on the planet are the ones that scream up and down, I didn't do anything wrong. I didn't do anything wrong. It's all him. It's all her. Dangerous. Oh. All right. Well, I'd say that's about enough of that for now. I'm just rambling because my ego's just in a few pieces, and we got to glue it back together here. So, love you guys. I'm going to go back to nesting and doing whatever. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go to the gym. I'm going to the gym. Have some sort of a backup. Like my outlet is work for the most part, and then my backup outlet is working out. Can't do it all the time, but it's a good outlet. So I'm gonna go hit some weights, sling some weights around, and we'll be good to go. All right, I love you. I will see you next time you click, and exactly. Love you.